All right, so you're here with us on the deep dive because you're the kind of person who wants to really understand things quickly, thoroughly, hopefully in a way that's fun. You know, not just a big, boring data dump.
Absolutely. And I think you're in the right place for that.
Well, we try. Today, we're going to dive into something that you might not think is very complex, but actually...
Oh, it is.
It really is, and that's internet on super yachts.
Yeah.
We've got some great material from Marine Data Solutions to help us unpack this, and I think our mission today is to really figure out what it takes to have good, reliable, high-speed internet on a luxury yacht.
You know what's so interesting to me right off the bat is that we're seeing this demand for like truly uninterrupted connectivity anywhere in the world.
Like all the time.
Yeah, and you know, you might think, oh, that's just so that the guests can watch their movies or whatever.
Right.
But it's so much more than that. These vessels are often like sophisticated business platforms.
Right.
They need constant operational updates. They have huge security needs.
Oh, yeah.
So all of that relies on a really strong internet connection.
And one of the names that keeps coming up in the material is Starlink for yachts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people know Starlink as a way to get internet in remote places on land. But this idea of integrating it with the traditional marine satellite internet, it seems like a huge step forward.
It is. And the potential for speed is incredible.
Yeah.
And we're talking seriously fast speeds. And it's also about how that capacity is actually used.
Right.
So it's not just about faster downloads. It's about supporting like critical operations on the vessel.
What do you mean by that?
Well, think about things like real-time navigation updates, precise weather forecasting, which could impact safety and itineraries, and even things like supply logistics.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Coordinating crew changes.
So it's essential stuff?
Essential stuff, yeah.
Right.
And then, of course, there's crew welfare.
Yeah.
You know, being able to connect with family access entertainment, that's really important when you're on these long voyages.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we can't forget about security.
Right.
Remote monitoring of systems data protection. You know, we're talking about really high-value assets here.
Oh, yeah.
So security is paramount.
And I guess for the owners and guests, they probably expect to be able to, like, stream whatever they want.
Exactly. They want that seamless experience.
Yes.
They want to be able to work remotely as if they were on land. It's becoming this standard.
It's interesting they specifically mentioned VSAT.
Very small aperture terminal.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And 4G LTE maritime internet as, like, part of the solution.
Right.
So it sounds like there's not just one technology that's keeping these huge yachts online.
No, not at all. It's kind of a layered strategy.
Yeah.
You know, VSAT has been the go-to for global satellite communication on these types of vessels for a while now. And then 4G LTE maritime internet comes in when the yacht is closer to shore, leveraging those cellular networks for higher speeds. And one of the real benefits of these integrated systems is the level of control you have over data usage.
That's got to be important.
Oh, it's huge, especially when you're venturing into those really remote locations.
Right.
You know, you don't want a surprise data bill to like ruin the whole trip.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So it seems like Marine Data Solutions are the experts who can put all of this together.
Yeah, they really position themselves as that one-stop shop.
They mention internet speeds up to 1 gigabit.
Oh, yeah. That's fast.
I mean, that's like what some people have at home, right?
I know. It's incredible.
It's pretty mind-blowing to think that you can get those speeds in the middle of the ocean.
It is a testament to the technology that's available.
Yeah, and it's not like they're just selling you a generic package.
Oh, no. They're all about customized solutions. Because every super yacht is different.
Right.
The size, the number of people, the cruising destinations, it all varies. And the owner might have very specific needs.
Yeah, of course.
So they tailor the connectivity to the way each yacht operates.
And it's not just about getting you online initially, right?
No.
They emphasize 24/7, 365 support. That must be reassuring when you're thousands of miles from land.
It's essential. And they offer flexible contracts and upgrade options.
So they're really looking at this as a long-term partnership.
Exactly. It's about adapting to technology and the evolving needs of the client.
They keep talking about integrating Starlink SUPERYACHTS in VSAT.
Right?
So it sounds like they're using both technologies.
Yeah, they're leveraging the strengths of both.
To get the best coverage.
Exactly, no matter where you are.
And when they talk about super yacht communication systems, it's not just about the internet, is it?
No, it's about everything. It's about all the onboard communication, ensuring smooth operation and, you know, that high quality entertainment that guests expect.
Right. So let's talk about the benefits of upgrading this infrastructure.
Okay.
For owners, I imagine it's about staying connected for business, but also creating a great experience for their guests.
Absolutely. They want their guests to be able to stream without any problems.
Right.
Video call loved ones, no matter where they are in the world.
And security has got to be a big concern, right?
Oh, huge.
They talk about secure and private network solutions.
Yeah. With such valuable assets on board,
Right.
that level of security is absolutely essential.
Let's dig into Starlink SUPERYACHTS.
Okay.
It's described as cutting-edge satellite connectivity, high speed, low latency across the globe.
And that low latency is key.
What does that mean for people who don't know?
So latency is the delay that you sometimes get with satellite internet.
Oh, okay.
Low latency means that delay is minimized.
Got it.
It's really important for things like video conferencing
Yeah.
or online gaming where you need that instant response.
And they're saying it's reliable in remote waters
Yeah.
and busy marinas?
That's the thing. It has to perform well everywhere,
Right.
not just when you're in the middle of the ocean.
It sounds like they're not trying to replace existing systems.
No, they're enhancing them with Starlink.
So they're working together.
Exactly.
And it's not just about having more internet capacity.
No, it's about managing that capacity intelligently,
Okay.
prioritizing what's most important at any given time.
So it's a smart system.
It is.
They're also talking about advanced onboard communication systems.
Yeah, it's a whole suite of solutions.
What kind of solutions are we talking about?
Well, they mentioned things like manage IT networking solutions.
Okay.
They want to create a fully integrated environment on board.
So everything works together seamlessly.
Exactly, from entertainment to security to operations.
They specifically mention 4G LTE maritime internet,
Right, for when you're closer to shore.
VSAT for global coverage, and that 24/7 remote support.
It's all part of their holistic approach.
Yeah.
It's about taking care of the technical side so that the owner and crew don't have to worry about it.
Right.
It just works.
They keep coming back to this idea of seamless integration and the reasons for upgrading.
It's about future-proofing these vessels.
Making sure they're ready for whatever comes next.
Exactly.
Technology is always changing. So it's not just about meeting today's needs.
It's about being prepared for the future.
Right.
They're talking about faster internet speeds, enhanced security, consistent performance in remote areas.
Yeah.
Those are all key drivers for these upgrades.
And they're really positioning these solutions as intelligent.
Yeah, they're forward-thinking.
So they're anticipating what's coming next.
Exactly. They're not just reacting to the current market.
It's about staying ahead of the curve.
It is.
They talk about this ultimate connectivity experience with Starlink SUPERYACHTS. It sounds like this is becoming the new standard for luxury.
It is. Connectivity is no longer a luxury.
Right.
It's an expectation.
And they're saying it's unmatched
Yeah.
in terms of speed and technology.
They're really emphasizing the performance they're delivering.
And that 24/7 support.
Yeah, it's that peace of mind.
Knowing that someone's always there to help.
Exactly.
They're really pushing this idea of staying connected anytime, anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're close to shore or in the middle of the ocean.
You're connected.
They specifically talk about handling the demands of luxury yachting.
Right, all those high bandwidth activities.
Streaming remote work video calls.
Yeah, it's about enabling a modern connected lifestyle on board.
So it's not just a boat, it's like a floating smart home.
That's a great way to put it.
They mention a limited time offer, $1,000 off Starlink High Performance until April 30th, 2025.
Oh, wow.
And some WhatsApp numbers for people to reach out.
Okay.
Those numbers are +1 954 371 4698 and +1 954 859 7092.
If you're listening and this is something you're interested in,
Yeah.
I would definitely take advantage of that.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's clear that high-speed, reliable internet on super yachts is no longer a dream.
It's reality.
It's essential for everything from operations to entertainment.
Right.
And solutions like Starlink are making it possible.
What I find so fascinating is how these different technologies are working together.
Yeah.
It's not just about speed, it's about reliability, security, and the support that makes it all work.
Here's something to think about.
Okay.
As yachts become even more advanced and capable,
Right.
how will these advancements in satellite technology change the onboard experience? And even the possibilities for people who spend a lot of time at sea?
It's a really interesting question.
Imagine conducting marine research from the middle of the ocean,
Wow.
or running a global business from your yacht.
The possibilities are endless.
That's what's so exciting about this. If you're intrigued by all of this, we encourage you to check out Marine Data Solutions for more information.
They've got all the details.
And, maybe even take advantage of that limited time offer.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
It was a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.